I think the North gets slept on a lot. I think we got a lot of juggernauts, people like Nate and C Plus, some of the other individuals that are getting it popping right now. I think they're shining light on Northern California MC lyrics now. So Owl Gang comes from one, I'm a night owl. Two, I wanted to tie myself back into the brand because of my original logo, Wyzdom logo. I wanted to kind of tie it back into the brand and tie myself back into the brand. And so I needed a mascot, vector images of owls to put it together. I grabbed owl feathers and put it together to spell the WYZ. And then I was thinking, I was like, I'm an artist. I need to tie myself back into the brand. So it's Owl Gang. We're all addicted to something. Like some people might get the wrong connotation. They might be like, "Yo, I had a lady come up to me a couple of weeks ago, and she said, that could be kind of offensive, addicts go to bed." And I explained to her. I said it's not meant to be disrespectful or to be making fun of anyone. It's just more or less just we're all addicted to something. We all have our vices. But I intended that word addicts to be more geared towards just lifestyle, just things that people are really, really into, art, music, fashion. I've always been super creative. I started drawing ninjas when I was 9. And so I started off with one pose, just one pose with a ninja, just one straight leg kick. That was my wickedest pose, Then I started to just dabble into other things. I think my most influence was my Uncle Tommy. Remember one time my Uncle Tommy showed me some of his comic book drawings. He used to draw comic book stuff, just crazy, right? He's an incredible artist. And so, I was like, I think I can do that. As far as music goes, I would have to say my best friend, Jerry Fry. He was a big influence. Really got me going as far as working on my craft as being an artist. We used to walk the streets of North Highlands and beatbox on our way to practice, football practice. And we just used to beatbox and freestyle. So Jerry, I would say Jerry would be went by Buckshot. He passed when I was 12th grade, but he was my biggest influence as far as people around me that I could touch, But I was always into music. My mom used to play all kinds of just eclectic things. Michael Frank's Tiger in the Rain is probably one of my favorite albums. Commodores, Basha, all kind of just very different music we used to listen to. So fashion is different. It's crazy because when I was in my 20s, I had a label called Cavernman Entertainment, and managed 23 artists, and we used to do a lot of shows, do a lot of different things, and I got into the fashion. I started off with trucker hats. I was making trucker hats so we could sell them at shows, so we could do merch. It was an extension of my art. So there was really not a whole lot of close by people who were doing fashion at the time. I just felt like this is an extension of my art because I'm a painter. I paint as well, so I wanted to continue on being able to create something that comes from my mind and put it on something tangible, whether it's canvas or a hat or a t-shirt or a sweater or things like that. And then you get influenced early on. I was a big fan. I was a big fan of Cross Colors. Cross Colors was all lit with the colors and the sequences and stuff like that. And I thought that was really brilliant when that first came out. Brands like Carl Kanai and Fubu. I would watch the big embroidered T-shirts that they used to have, like just the illest embroideries and stuff. So that stuff, just more of like urban streetwear. I've always been inspired by urban streetwear and how people dress. And really, it took me a while to get over the fact that, as an artist, you're exposing yourself, bro. Like it's like you standing in front of people, butt cheek naked, chest naked, in front of people, because you're instantly judged based off of your compositions immediately. Like it's instant, So once I got over the rejection part in my mind, I said, forget it. Like, this is what I want to do. Early on, I remember his father said, and he had told me this too. He said, man, if you can like concentrate on just one or two areas in your life and just concentrate on those particular things, you'll get rich, or you'll be successful, you'll be happy, and then all of the reading that I started doing as far as like motivational speaking and stuff like that, that stuff got me to where I was thinking like, yo, something like music, art. That's it. Music, art. That's music, art. And then, of course, the fashion came along. So Miss Bravo, pulled me aside and was like, yo, you got it. No matter what you do in life, you always continue to do your art. Like, no matter what happens, you got something special with your art. So I've always kept the art in the forefront of my endeavors. What's next is building out these boutiques. You know what I mean? Diversecity. Building the brand of Diversecity, clothing boutique, and the brand Addict Supply, and Go to Bed, and Low Life, America Hustle. All the brands that we associate with that are our house brands. It's really just getting everything to a point to where ultimately, I want these in the mall. You know what I mean? It'd be nice to have a Diversecity in the mall. I think we're headed that direction.